Hi everyone, my name's Michelle and I'm Mama Loves You GB here on FlossTube, but also over on Instagram and Etsy as well. Welcome to the Sunday morning briefing. It is briefing number 97 and tomorrow is the 20th of November. I have no clue how it is the 20th of November. Last time I looked it was just coming up to Halloween, I think, and this month just seems to have gone so fast. I just want to say a few thank yous. I've got lots of thank yous to say in this video. Firstly, I want to thank you to all my... I've still got that cough. It's better than it was, but it's not great. So thank you to all my new subscribers. We've hit 11,200, which is a great milestone. Really looking forward to getting to 12,000. I know it won't be for a while yet, but if you are watching along and you're not a subscriber, please do me a favour and hit the subscribe button. And if you would like some notifications, then hit the little bell as well, because I'm going to be doing Flossmas. So for those of you who don't know, Flossmas means a short video every day, a short cross-stitch related video every single day. So what I'm going to be doing is opening my Patchwork Rabbit advent calendar. More on that later. I'm going to open my card advent calendar, and I'm also going to open my Marks and Spencer's advent calendar. I'm going to show you what I've been stitching every day, and I'm going to do a free pattern every day. So I really enjoy doing it and I get really great feedback about it. So it's about probably 10-15 minutes every day. So I won't have regular floss tubes during that time, just an advent Flossmas. So I hope you can join me. I also want to say thank you to all those people who've bought me a coffee this week. It's been really lovely, really well received. Thank you so much. It's super kind of you. I also want to thank people who have messaged me about freebies. I've had so many messages, and actually what I've done is not opened them. So messages that I've had on Instagram and on my email account, I've not opened them, so that I know that when I go back, those are the ones that I need to read. Because what I want to do is go through, when I'm on the computer, go through and literally start up a spreadsheet with the address of where I can find the freebie and who recommended it to me, so that I can thank people as we're going along. The other thing I do in Flossmas, actually I've just forgotten, I will recap my finishes that I've had through the year, which is going to be more difficult this year because my record system kind of fell apart about March. So there's going to be a fair bit of brain racking going on to try and work out what I've stitched this year. Right, I am going to have to consult my notes because I've got lots to tell you. Let's talk about the Patchwork Rabbit advent calendar first of all. So here it is. It arrived this morning. Well, actually arrived about 3 o'clock today in this box. So all of these envelopes, you can't see, all of these envelopes have got really cute little pictures on them with the numbers. So I'm going to be saving those for next year. Just, you know, I might do an advent for Ness or something like that. So I'm going to be saving those for next year. Behind here is an IKEA Christmas tree. Now I bought this a couple of years ago. I will put a picture up here of what it looks like in case you can still find them. But it's just like a wireframe advent calendar. No, it's not an advent calendar at all. It's a wireframe Christmas tree that I've turned into an advent calendar. And I've got a few little bits and pieces of Christmas stitching about, which I might show you over the next couple of weeks. Okay. The other thing that came this week, which I am unbelievably delighted to have, is this beautiful handmade Santa. He's huge. Let's see if I can get him all in. He's huge. Now, this was made by a lady called Louise, who is Luby Lemonade Stitches. I'll put her Instagram on the bottom, and she makes these beautiful Santas using vintage quilts. So he's all made from a vintage quilt, and you can see he's got these really long legs, and he's carrying a little stocking, and he's got a little pocket at the front, a tag that says believe, and he's got in his pocket a big gingerbread man, and then gorgeous beard and a big tall Santa hat. Now I ordered him probably, I want to say in September. She makes them all to order and she supplies a few shops as well. So her order book is closed for this Christmas. But if you like him and you want to get one for next year, then do contact Louise and you can probably get your name in the order book for next year. I saw him because Lynn, who is Crafty Gypsy, had one. And again, Lynn is another one of those people that I would love to be when I grow up. And then I was looking back at her pictures today, just to remind myself what her Santa looked like, and I saw she's got a Mrs. Santa. Well, I'm going to need one of those now, aren't I? So, Louise, I might be in touch with you in the new year to get my name on the order list to get a Mrs. Santa as well. But isn't he beautiful? Isn't he beautiful? So I'm going to pop him down, I'm going to pop him down there for now. And hopefully I can add him to the Patchwork Rabbit display as well. The other thing I wanted to mention about Patchwork Rabbit that I forgot to mention last week was they are taking pre-orders for the new Cottage Garden Stitching, no, Cottage Garden Samplings. I always get their name wrong. I've done a sale with them for a year and I always get the name wrong. There was the Snowmen one, which looks fabulous. Now I'm not sure if I'm going to be in it for the long haul with that one, but I might definitely, I'm definitely going to pick up a couple. The first one's a needleworker snowman, so that's going to be like a must stitch obviously. But yeah, if you want the full 12 months auto ship, go on and see Patchwork Rabbit. Don't forget I've got a link down below straight to them. Stitching. I've got to 7 minutes without any stitching. So I'm going to show you what I've stitched on. I've only stitched on a couple of things for a couple of reasons. One, work has been super crazy. I've taken on some more responsibility. Hopefully it's just in the short term, maybe till Christmas, and then I'll go back to how I was. And also, because the kitchen is still not done, I can't get to half the stuff. I know where it is, I just can't get to it. I can assure you that the metre square that I am currently sitting in is the only part of my house that doesn't look like there's been a struggle. Honestly, if you want to turn yourself into a fairly monogamous stitcher, all you need to do is take your entire kitchen and spread it out throughout your house so that you can't get to your other fabric, your other projects, that if you try and get into the tote box that's got all your whips in it, you'd have to clear something to move the tote box to get into it. So if you want to cut down on starting things, I suggest that. I'm hoping by next weekend the majority of it will be done and we can be in a little bit more of an order. Right, having said that, I have loved what I've stitched on this week. So this is my Plum Street Samplers. Let me find the cover page, because it's all out of order, which is Olga's stocking. And I keep it in a bag, which came from Penelope's pocket. Oh, that's where they are. It's my earphones. Which came from Penelope's pocket, which was bought for me by Whilst Iris Snaps from Christina, who has got a freebie out. I'll put a picture of it up here. She has got a new freebie out, which is a sampler that is dedicated to, I want to say, either her grandmother or her great-grandmother. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So I'll put all the contact information down for that. This is where I've got to. Now I have to fold this the right way because this piece also has my secret stitching on it. Now it's not ironed because I can't get to the iron. The washing machine's just been replumbed back in the garage, so which is good because tomorrow was going to have to be Naked Sunday otherwise. There we go. So that is where I've got to. So I've done actually quite a lot more. I can't remember. I've got a feeling I didn't have any of the cat last time. So I put that cat sitting behind the sun. I've changed the colours. I've just gone with sort of whatever colours that I wanted to for some of it and stuck to the called for others. The yellow I did substitute because I think it was meant to be apple cider, was just too close to this one. So I had an online course to do in the week as well, which had quite a lot of videos that you had to listen to. So I did a little bit of fill-in while I was doing that, which is quite handy. If you can hear like a sound of almost like depth charges going off, like a low rumble, Ness is falling asleep to rainforest sounds. So that's what it is, if you can hear like this low rumble that sounds like the house is about to fall down. So I've been loving stitching on that, really loving stitching on that. And then the other thing, this is a bit cheeky even really to show it, because I'm filming now, it's about 9:30 at night. At about 6 o'clock this evening I did a little bit of work on this project, mainly because A, I could reach it, and B, I was watching the new Crafty Stitchers FlossTube, and Steve showed his, and we're doing a stitch along with this. Steve showed his and he said that I was already quite far along with mine. I was like, I've worked on that for ages, and it was my idea. So it's this one, which is called Phantom Plantation, and I always call it something different. And again, it's not something that I've ironed, but this is a piece of 32 count that I hand dyed. The other one that I was stitching on was a piece of 36 count that I hand dyed. See if I can get it up the right way. So I have done literally, oh, it's probably fallen off the side there. Oh, just a very tiny bit more in this corner. But I will probably, this will be probably what I take back downstairs while I'm waiting for the video to upload and sort of adding in the pictures and things like that. So it's a little bit darker than it actually is, but I've just started to put that tree in. Now it's not necessarily a lot of contrast between the building and this fabric, but there's a lot of outlining to do. There's a lot of back stitching, so it will be fine. Ness has got a cold again now, with the cough, poor little thing. It's just, everyone seems to have this cough that nobody can just get rid of. It just won't go away. Right, I have also had a lot of stitchy kindness this week, lots and lots of stitchy kindness. In fact, I've had the best kindness I've ever had this week, not of a stitchy relation. So last week or the week before I was telling you all about our visit to the Natural History Museum, and how my favourite thing in the Natural History Museum is the coelacanth. And I couldn't find it, it wasn't there, they'd moved it out of the main hall. And Hannah, who is a cross stitcher and she designs patterns, messaged me and said, you can come and see our coelacanth if you want to next time you're in London. And she's a curator at one of the university museums. I'm going to have to put it down. It's the Grant collection, but I can't remember which university it's associated with. I'll put it along the bottom because she has told me. And she said I could go and see her coelacanth next time I'm in London. So that is literally the best offer that I've ever had, because it's my favourite fish. I think it's important to have a favourite fish. But she also sent me her 2 charts. Now, I haven't printed them out because I can get to the printer but not the spare paper. And so I'm going to put them up here. There's 2, she's got 2 out there, both on Gumroad at the moment. One is the Darwin sampler, and it's got a quote on it. And the second one is called Inordinate Fondness, and it's got all these kind of Quakery beetles on it, and I'll put it up there as well. And she sent me both of those, so I can't wait to stitch them, because as I said, I've already got my project bag sorted out, and I really want to stitch the beetle one with lots of greens and cryonics and sparkly threads, just to get those iridescence of those beetles. So thank you so much for those, Hannah. and the offer to come and see your coelacanth, because it's amazing. I also had another package of goodies, which is just on the windowsill, so I'm just going to grab it now. Sorry, one of those occasions where I just didn't have enough sky hooks. So this package of goodies came from Samantha, who is Autumn Fox and Rabbit Crafts, and she'd said to me a little while ago that she had a few bits and pieces to send me, and it's basically things that she wanted to pass on either for me to stitch or for me to use as giveaways. And so first thing that she sent me is this lovely card, really lovely card, I love that. And she also sent a couple of needle threaders, which I think I'm going to pass on to my mum. My mum likes a needle threader. She sent me some 28 count cashel, because she said that she's not had very much joy with, I think it's the linen aspect of things that she's not had much joy with. But I'll definitely use that. Thank you very much. Oops, minor collapse there. And then she sent me these lovely charts. So I'm going to show you what there is, and then I'm going to make sure that I put post-it notes with all of these, so that when I come to them, I'll know that she passed them on for giveaways. So this is called Garden Time Sewing Bag by Nikki's Creations, which is beautiful. This one, the Good Stitching Witch Pin Keep by Stacey Nash. Now, I think I have this already, so this is definitely going to be a giveaway, either sooner or later once I've stitched it, if I haven't already got it. She sent me this beautiful one, I Belong With You, Plum Street Samplers. I've really enjoyed stitching that Olga's stocking, and it's been a while since I've stitched a Plum Street, so I'm looking forward to get to that one. She also sent me Christmas at Hollyberry Farm, which I'm not sure whether I've got, so again, this could be a giveaway much sooner. I love that one, I love that one. I was thinking about what to stitch it on, and I think that Kerry from Leo and Roxy Fosco, who is going to just become Roxy Fosco, sent me a big piece of fabric, Panettone I think it was called. I think it might look lovely on that. Now this one I know I've definitely got, so this one will be a giveaway. This is Winter Rose Manor. In fact, let's do this one today. Let's do this one today, so that you might have a chance to get it done for Christmas if you want to. If you would like to enter for this giveaway, you can use the word winter in your comment. You have to be over 18 so that I can have your address. Don't mention the word giveaway or freebie, all that normal jazz. And I do have another giveaway for later on actually. So if you want this one, use the word winter. And she also passed on this one, Mother's Garden by Blackbird Designs. Have you seen there's a new Blackbird book out? Looks amazing. Buy all the Blackbird. Buy all the Blackbird. So there's that one. And then she sent me this one, Barbara Anna Dreaming Frida. And I've got a lot of these dreaming ones. I'm not sure whether I bought this one or not, but I shall check. And if I have, if it's up for a giveaway sooner rather than later, then I shall pass it on. So thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate it. And I think you didn't think it was going to arrive till Monday, so it got here ahead of time. Unlike my poor Santa, which was lost in the post for about a week, and we were both having kittens about it. Me and Louise were both having kittens about it. Right, let's do the giveaways from last week. 2 weeks ago, because I left it 2 weeks. Now, on my notes, it says winners on reverse. So I'm going to have to turn my thing over and have a look and see who the winners are. So the first one was the pack of the Country Cottage Needleworks Glitter Village. I think there was 9, and the pack of threads. There we go. And the winner for that was Judy Greenhow. So I hope I've said that right, Judy. If you can drop me an email or DM me on Instagram with your postal address, then I will get these in the post to you. And hopefully you'll get them in time to start stitching them for Christmas. Then we had two from Ruthie from Crowsfeet Stitching. The first one was this one, which was Merry Christmas. And this one was won by Fifth Daughter. So congratulations to you. If you email me or DM me on Instagram with your email address, then I will get Ruthie to send you your PDF in the post. Not in the post, because that's ridiculous. By email. You don't send a PDF in the post, Michelle. And then the last one was sort of a double header. It was the sampler chart of Elizabeth. Excuse me. Elizabeth Clipperton. Is Clipperton, is it? Yes, Clipperton. And also the kind of remake of the pillow at the bottom in the slightly brighter colours. And they go to Jane Panovich. Again, Jane, I'm really sorry if I've ruined your last name. But if you can send me an email or a DM with your email, I will get Ruthie to send those out to you. So thank you very much for those. And while we're on the subject, we might as well do the new giveaway. So I was contacted by, and I'm going to have to look at this one because I was getting to the bottom of my Rob Ryan pad from last week. You absolutely love that paper gang box. Loads of you signed up for it. I know people were telling me about it. Right, Mudpuppy Stitchery, who is Mackenzie, messaged me and said that she had done a new sampler called the Australia sampler, which I'll put a picture up there, and that she would be very happy and she would love it if I would give away a PDF. So I'm going to give away one PDF. If you can put the word Australia in your comment, and then I will do that draw in 2 weeks' time. So I'll do the draw, actually no, I'll try and remember to do it on the 1st of December for Winter Rose Manor and for the Australia sampler. So the 1st of December I will do it on. I'll have to make a note. Right, what else have I got to show you? I've got some things to show you that I printed off before I could no longer get to the printer. Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. Now I have told you this so many times that you need to get this. You need to be subscribed to this, either in print format or in PDF format. The newest one has come out. The newest one has come out, and there are some fabulous, fabulous festive stitches in there. So I've printed out a few. I haven't printed out all of the ones, not necessarily even all of the ones I liked. I just printed out a few to show you. I'm going to start with this one. This is called A Bouquet of Pheasants, and this is by the Blue Flower Stitching. I think they're just called the Blue Flower on lots of things, but it's Blue Flower Stitching, which I love. Now, Paola has done some pins for one of the designs that Janine had done for previous Punch Needle magazines, Primitive Stitcher and Punch Needle magazine. Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. Arrange those words as you see fit. She's done some pins and they are fabulous because I think those hearts are going to be being released very soon. So she's done some pins for them. Oh my god, I'm going to put a picture up there if I can find them again. They are superb, most amazing pins. So there's that one that I liked. I also liked this one. This is by Cherry Hill Stitchery, and it just says, "Welcome to our Wonderland." This one is by Teresa Vanette of Shakespeare's Peddler. How many pages? See, I couldn't get to the stapler to staple them either. This is S.A. Emerson, age 10. So just a small portion of a sampler there. That would make a great pillow. It's nice to have some pillows that go in the opposite direction, even if you didn't want to finish it into this little steamer trunk, which is how they finished it. This is by Misty Passau of Luminous Fibre Arts, and it's called Merry and Bright. I don't think I've ever stitched anything from Misty, but I've got lots of the things to stitch. Lots of beautiful little birds, lovely bright colours. There we go. And a Barbara Anna. There's always a Barbara Anna. I'm pretty sure there's always one in every edition. So this one is called Christmas Window. There we go. So the one thing that I would say about Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine is, more than any other magazine, you see these charts going on to be released sort of in 12 months time. So if you want to save yourself some money, get the Primitive Stitcher subscription, because you'll probably end up buying them in 12 months time anyway. That's what I say anyway. What else have I done? What else have I done? I've registered for the Jingle Ball, which is next weekend or the weekend after? Weekend after, the 2nd and 3rd of December. So there's lots of meet and greets, there's lots of classes. I think a lot of the classes seem to be sold out, and certainly the kits for them probably wouldn't have arrived in the UK in time. But I have to say, one of the things I've bought my entry ticket for is because the 12 designers that are involved have done special charts, and they're going to be having little special shops open. So I've kind of bought my ticket for that, really. I'll go and do as many of the meet and greets and things as I can, if I can get onto them. I don't know how many can go onto the Zoom. But yeah, I think it's really just to get into the shopping. What else have I done? I'm going to a retreat. I'm going to another retreat. So next year, summer 2023, is the I think it's just called the Summer Retreat. It's run by Sammy Sharp and I think a couple of others. Sammy is Lizzie Little Loops, that's right. I was going to put those the other way around. Lizzie Little Loops on FlossTube. She's actually started doing lots of charting as well, full coverage pieces. They're fabulous. She's got designers on board and everything. So this is on the Floss Friends UK Facebook group, the information. It's on the 29th and 30th of July next year at the Holiday Inn in Rotherham, Junction 33. And I'm going along. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Having not been on a single retreat until autumn this year, I'm now going on 3 next year. They're just a bit addictive. So I'm going to this one, the Summer 2023 Floss Friends Retreat. I'm going to go to the Great British Retreat, Great British Sampler Weekend, there we go. And then I went to Stitch London this year, and Marie is just in the process of organising Stitch London for next year, and will let us know about about tickets in due course, and that's kind of October time. So that's like 3 retreat weekends. That is amazing. Better start saving my pennies. Talking of saving pennies, let's have a freebie. I put a freebie up here. This is Pink and Punkin Blogspot. This is Candy Cane Cottage, which I think is super. Absolutely super. The other thing that's happening, in fact 2 more things. I had a message from the guys who send me the treat box, and they're going to send me another treat box out, so I know that people love those. They're so much fun to do, so I can't wait to see what country we get next time. And Luca S, who makes some beautiful cross-stitch kits, messaged me this week and said that they would like to send me a kit. So this is the one I've chosen. I will put a picture of it up there. And they also gave me a code for you guys to save 10%. Now they didn't say that it didn't start until I got my kit, so you could try it now. It is just Michelle 10. Try it now, see if there's something that you fancy. If it doesn't work now, it'll probably work for definite once I get my kit, but you might as well try it now and see what happens. Oh, there we go. There we go. So that is everything I've got to waffle about today. Hopefully next week I will have a little bit more stitching to show you, and maybe, just maybe, a completed kitchen. We'll see about that. Stay classy, stitchers.